Hi, for my CS206 final A/B test project, I compared two robots with differing upper leg lengths to see which could evolve the quickest to jump the highest. This was modified from the project Up, Up, and Away. As you can see, this is the robot with the 1-to-1 leg ratio. The upper and lower legs are both a length of 1. This is a random first generation and is clearly not making much vertical progress when moving around. So the next robot is the most evolved robot with the highest fitness from the A test, and you can see that its legs are beginning to work in unison to push the robot upwards in a coordinated fashion. It is super important for the legs to all push off at the same time as to not flip the robot over. These robots were evolved using the parallel hill climber method across 10 generations with a population of 10 for each robot, so there were 100 robots total per test. In this graph, we can see that the progress of the population over 10 generations, each line represents a different robot, and the y-axis is the fitness of each robot plotted. You can see there was the most significant progress in the first 3 generations, and this progress begins to taper off as the jump height of the robot reaches about 50% of the robot's total height. So now we're on to the B test, and as you can see, the upper leg of this robot is 50% longer than the A robot. It's a length of 1.5, but the lower leg is still a length of 1, meaning the robot is the same overall starting height as the A robot. This is an unevolved first generation, and as you can see, it is not making any upward progress, and it's just moving away from the screen. So this last robot is the most evolved 10th generation robot, and the legs are working in unison to push the robot airborne, as you can see here. It is also utilizing the extra length in the upper legs to push the robot higher than the A robot, giving it a bit of an advantage. This is reflected in the data, and what is really interesting to notice is the rate of change. You can see in the first 3 to 4 generations, we have the largest change in the robot's fitness. This is graphed on the same scale as the A test, and we can see it is higher overall, but the rate of change is really quick at the beginning and then slows down towards the last few generations. We can also see this on the composite of both the A and B test. Each of these points represents the average fitness for each generation for each test. From this graphic, it is clear that the B test robot with the wider leg base was able to jump higher, but both tests exhibited a similar rate of change throughout the 10 generations.